But the river's definitely a sort of a beautiful part of the landscape here and really defining, I think.
Because it was just breathtaking to wake up each morning and see the vista of the fog and the mist and the clarity of the air and everything that related to living on the water and being in touch with it. The waterways here are just sort of amazing.
All these hills and mountains, layers and layers, and then it can reflect into the river. The river's wide enough to capture all these reflections. It's amazing.
And there's not a day that I look at that river and it's a different colour and it's got a different mood. So I think the moods of the river for me, it's just awesome.
The river, the light, I mean, damn it, it's
That's
damn good.
You know, when people used to come to Franklin and, for their reports on the heritage value and everything, they stood with their back to the river and looked at the town. And, people don't do that now. The river and Egg Island and Egg Island Canal and so on are part of it. They're part of the historic importance of the town.
Mostly based around the river system itself,
river.
I think.
Yeah. And up the Yuan River, so signet to, I think, Geefston is Malakadee country. So this was our Aboriginal ancestors were from here. They lived around the rivers and, the sea.
My father's family were born in the immediate area here. They all learnt to swim on the point over here.
I actually learnt to swim in the Huon River. An old gentleman by the name of Pat Linnell got a long pole, and he had, them days you didn't have these modern life jackets like now, you had cork belts, life belts that went round your waist. And he put one of them round our waist, hook it on the end of this pole, and he'd go round the jetty holding us on this pole, teaching us to swim. That's how we learned to swim. And we'd spend night after night after night on the river.
I swam across it the other day, down there in Franklin, and I find that, because I swim a bit of open water around here, and I find that always the first 5 or 10 minutes is like a battle for survival whilst you adjust to the water temperature, and the visibility, obviously, in the Huon River is just zero, because it's brown. So I'm swimming across it with the dog, and it gives you that sense of adventure and wild feeling that you would otherwise have to drive 50k out into the wilderness to get.
We used to come down and we'd race one another at the mouth of the creek down here to swim to the other side, because there's a little beach on the other side, a little sandy spot. Half Glen Ewan used to be there. And you'd just jump in the river and paddle your way across, whether you could swim or not. Well, I used to dog paddle. And I got halfway across the river one night and I was on a tyre. We had an old tyre and the tyre went flat. I got 2/3 of the way across and I was down twice. And I had my hand up and they were singing out, and bloke, Stan's brother, Ron, he lived up here on the bank. He had a big Alsatian. He happened to be there that night. And I sang out, Ron, hello, I'm drowning. I said, send him out. I said, I can't get any further. I said, I'm out of breath. And he took 2 big jumps in the water and he sent the dog across. The dog come across and scruffed me by the hair and dragged me to shore, and they drained the water out, and otherwise I was gone. I was really gone. Needless to say, I didn't swim back.
I got scared on the pedal boats once because the pedal boat, the steering stopped working. So someone had to come out and rescue me. I was in the boat, but it was starting to float away, so I had to get rescued.
So what did they rescue you in?
They just got another boat out and come and got me.
Living on Maroon is nice.
Yes.
We go fishing sometimes.
Yeah.
Not as much as we'd like to, I suppose.
Yeah, I love fishing. You just stand there and relax and listen the wave, and then the surrounding area, the birds, and then it's so beautiful, so relaxed.
I remember going home in the school bus and you'd see probably up to a dozen or more people out there in their dinghies with their nets, scooping up the whitebait into their tins, and then whatever they did with it, sold it. I think it was canned in them days, actually.
Only fishing.
Oh, yeah.
every night with the rifle and the light.
What?
They virtually got most of their food off the land, didn't you?
Oh, well, that's right.
So it's cows to milk and grow veggies and farm this and farm that. So the rivers, where they're teeming in fish, were just another source of food.
All the history here with this river and the boats coming up here, everyone had a jetty, and I still remember them being exactly where they were, and they would bring the produce in and take produce out. So yes, the river's very much an important part of the valley.
And the only way we got to get water was pump it from the Yuin River. So we stage pumped from the Yuin River through about 3 pumps, and at the end of the line we could get enough water to fill up a knapsack sprayer, which you had on your back, to put out the fire.
It's a good river, it's a good wide river. Yeah, it's one of the main rivers, I think, in Tasmania. Plenty of Yuin pine up the top end of it, but, or was. We always seem to, as soon as the flood goes down, you're down the paddock, see if you've got any Yuin pine in your paddock. And surprised what you do get, but the bigger logs go straight down.
I think it was like the Living Boat Trust would have people come in and help them build boats and stuff. So we did that, and then there was like the regatta that we used to do, like rowing. And I remember jumping out of the rowboats at the end. So it was fun. And I've always wanted to go on the Huon jet boat.
I'd like to see houseboats happening, you know?
Yeah, that would be lovely.
You know?
Yeah.
And we're talking about it at the Wooden Boat Centre a bit, of trying to work out how we can have accommodation for our students in little houseboats, you know?
I never usually give the environment, like the riverways, really a thought, because it's just something that usually doesn't occur to me. But with this, through this, like, you know, the Frog Fun Day, this actually gets the younger generation involved to show them how it works and what impact they do to it.
Because I can see the river literally right through the window, I guess seeing it in a distance, it just gives me just this feeling of privacy and peace. This really is a little piece of peace.
It's not just the rivers, it's the whole place. It's got, you know, it's just here. It's just in your heart.